The diagnosis of a life-threatening illness changes how life is lived forever. Whether the patient is a grandparent, a father, or even a child, Jewish Caring Network has made a commitment to be there to help in a loving, dignified, and structured manner, regardless of affiliation or level of observance. The Jewish Caring Network works tirelessly to help bring order, comfort, relief, and especially joy back into the lives of these families through a wide range of services.
It was priceless beyond words to still be included in things, and above all in the Jewish community. I was isolated from all things and all parts of my life, and just this richness that was added. And when I went to surgery, I felt like I had this army of people standing there behind me.
Few things can cheer up a child facing life-threatening illness. The Jewish Caring Network is there with regular outings to ball games and concerts, trips to the circus, and whatever it takes to brighten their day.
The Jewish Caring Network has helped me in many ways. I've had multiple surgeries, and it's hard for me to walk, so they bought me a scooter, and it has made me more independent. More recently, I'm getting a pair of custom-made shoes to fit over my braces, because I've always had to wear sneakers to fit over them. Insurance didn't approve it, so Gvur Yardin is paying for them, and they're going to be really, really nice, and I'm really excited, and they're going to be gorgeous.
When our son was diagnosed a few years ago with a critical illness, the Jewish Caring Network appeared on the scene, cradling us, taking care of us, and they have made such a difference in our lives. They can't take away the illness, but they help you cope. It has become a critical piece of my support system. And one time there was a rock concert that he desperately wanted to go to, and the Jewish Caring Network offered to pay for it. He was thrilled that there was nothing that came between him and the rock concert. It's very easy for the people you love to take care of you, but it's amazing that these are people who don't know us, and they're taking care of us. The attention that we get from the Jewish Caring Network makes me feel competent. It makes me feel whole and human instead of broken.
Our daughter Rachel, who had just turned 25, was very sick with Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's hard to believe how anyone could get by without some kind of Jewish Caring Network services. And they were just so sensitive and caring and empathetic and nurturing. I could go on and on.
I came home one day and there was a package with DVDs and popcorn and candy, and it was so nice to come home to that, and it was just so uplifting.
I don't know how we could have gotten through it without their help.
Due to chronic illness, my son Benjamin has been blind his whole life. And it seems like there's never endless doctors and hospital visits. But Gvur Yardin has lit up his darkness many times. They enabled his participation in activities with other Jewish teens that are facing similar challenges as Benjamin. And they've even been able to include Benjamin's brothers and sisters to make them feel special in their own way. And they do their work with such infectious cheerfulness that it makes it so sweet.
Hi, Stacy. Sir, you probably see I'm reading this message at 12:30 a.m. I couldn't resist and wait till tomorrow to call you. I wish you could have seen how my son was floating around the house this evening, just feeling so good about himself. He really had a very hard day in the hospital today, and he really felt pretty awful by the time he came home. And once he saw the flurry that was going on his behalf, he just felt so wonderful. This is already part of the refuah, and yes, sir, I just can't thank you enough for your part in getting us the hotel and getting me to move along with this, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We will be in touch, and I'll let you know how it went. Bye-bye.
The doctors always told me that when I was sick that there was two types of treatments. There was a medical treatment and an emotional, a joy treatment. That one of the factors going into my getting better was joy, was keeping optimistic, was thinking good thoughts through the entire thing. And that's the thing Gurus Yardin does. The doctors treat one side of me and Gurus Yardin sort of treated the other.
It is with great pride that we welcome you to the Tikvah House, one of the Jewish Caring Network's and the Baltimore Jewish community's proudest accomplishments. The Tikvah House will give Jewish families who are receiving treatment at Johns Hopkins Hospital a place where they can feel safe, comfortable, and cared for while they are caring for their loved one. There is no other place like it in all of Maryland. As the Tikvah House is located just down the street from Johns Hopkins Hospital, families will be within walking distance of the hospital. It is our hope that we will be able to enrich families' lives by providing support, strength, and the knowledge that the Jewish community is standing beside them during their difficult time. The Tikvah House will proudly feature 7 bedrooms with private baths and kitchenettes, fully stocked kosher pantries, kosher meals provided daily along with beautiful Shabbos and Yontif meals as well, laundry rooms, a playroom, a library, and wireless internet. Families will have the freedom to maintain their privacy and, if they choose, may visit the common room, where they will have the ability to draw strength and support through interaction with the other guests. Upon establishing this very special house, the Jewish Caring Network, with your help, will be able to continue to serve not only our local community, but the entire Jewish community worldwide. The Tikvah House is almost finished being built and will be available for families, Emirtz Hashem, to stay in by the beginning of June. Dedication opportunities are still available, and funding is needed to help perpetuate this important project.
My first husband, Rabbi Irvin Price, was seriously ill for 4 years. And during that time, he visited the hospital as an inpatient very frequently. I felt it was necessary for me to be at his bedside as much as possible. But there were many occasions when this could not happen. My sons, who visited often, had a similar problem, especially when they wanted to be near their father on the Sabbath. And on those occasions, they slept on inflated mattresses, but in the lobbies of the hospital. During those many years that my husband was a patient, I had the opportunity of meeting many other families in similar situations. They had the same problem. Where should they stay? And where can they eat? They too camped out in the hospital lobbies.
Since the hospital is far from the community, it makes it difficult for families. When Nissen was little and he was in the NICU and the PICU, we had to make a decision. Are we going to stay with him and not sleep at all on Shabbos, or are we going to come home and recharge our energies, which is a choice that parents shouldn't have to make. Our families spend a lot of time in the hospitals. It becomes their primary residence. And the Tikvah home, the Tikvah House, is going to provide a home for them, for our families, away from our regular homes.
When my mother was diagnosed, she was immediately admitted to Johns Hopkins Hospital. I did not feel well. I had just finished chemotherapy. But every day I went down to see her. It would have been such a help to have a place to stay, a place for Jewish people to feel comfortable, to have meals provided, to have a home within walking distance. Is a help to those here in the Baltimore community. Can you imagine the help it would be to people from all over the country, in fact, all over the world, to come to Hopkins so that they can have that part of home, but yet not be away from the ones they love. The Jewish Caring Network is the only Jewish organization that is doing this for all Jews. I think it's an amazing organization, it's an amazing idea, and we need all the support that we can get.
In the past 16 years, the Jewish Caring Network has grown from a small organization helping a few families in our community to helping over 80 families a year. Our annual budget has grown to over $500,000. The services we provide, such as nursing care, alternative therapies, cleaning help, respite care, and summer camp, are extremely expensive. The relief we provide to people is incredibly important, and we need your help to continue. The Jewish Caring Network is sustained by our fundraisers and by the support of our community. We cannot do this alone. Please partner with us and help us to touch lives and make a difference.